September 6th and we've gotten a few more packages now. So I got these, which I'm gonna open up actually, but they are basically like bags you can put over your head for models to be able to put on clothing without like getting makeup on the clothing. And since we have like a lot of models like doing quick changes and stuff, I don't want them to get makeup on any of the pieces, whether it be the piece they're taking off or putting on. So they basically look like this, and you just put it over your head. It also keeps your like hair in check, so you just do that and then put your clothes on and then you're good. So I got these for the models to make sure we try to keep things as like clean as possible. I honestly just got these off of Amazon because I didn't know where else to possibly get them off of, so that's where I got them. And then I also just got a package today. So I've been trying to get sponsors for the show, or just like people to send me stuff for like the VIP guests. I'll be giving them little goodie bags, and the only person that I was able to get that actually like, you know, pulled through with it was Rebrand Skincare, which was so exciting. So I believe they sent over their dewy lip balms. We're gonna open this up right now. Oh my god, this is so cute. I'm so excited. Okay, so they sent over all their little lip balms. So this is what it looks like, their dewy balm. Super cute, comes in a little refillable package, and they're a sustainable skincare brand, so they do a lot of like refills and stuff like that. They also do wholesale to a lot of like zero waste shops where you can go and like get your own stuff. So I've never been able to actually like purchase from them and try them out, but I was really excited to reach out to them, and actually they've been following me too apparently, so we mutually follow each other and I didn't even like realize that. But I'm very excited. So they sent over enough for all of our guests. So I'm not gonna take it out of the box because I think I'm probably just gonna take it in the box in my suitcase. This is what it looks like because it's like nicely packaged. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep it there, but this is gonna be heavy in my suitcase, but you know what, we'll make it work. As far as other things for the VIP guests, we got wine sent over from Tracy's parents. I believe that she said they work in that industry, so they were able to send a bunch of wine over for our VIP guests. So we have that going. She was also gonna contribute, I believe, candles to it. I have some coupons from Allbirds that they're contributing, and obviously we'll put in all of our business cards, all of our things. I've got printed little thank you notes for all of them. Obviously they also get like front row seating, so I hope that that is enough to like make it worth it. I really tried to reach out to so many more people to see if we could get, you know, more little like things that I could give them, but a lot of people just weren't very responsive or weren't really willing to. And honestly, I was even willing to pay for some of it. I was like, you don't have to like send it over for free. Maybe I could do like a wholesale pricing or something, because obviously I was reaching out to a lot of smaller businesses, and I know that that's a huge chunk of like time and money. So I was like, do not feel like super obligated to send anything, but feel like I'll happily do some sort of wholesale pricing. But people did not pull through, but Rebrand did send these for free, which is literally the sweetest thing ever, and I'm so thankful. So go check them out because literally the nicest. So grateful. So we're less than a week away from the show officially, and we're really getting down to the nitty-gritty last details, but I think these are the last packages I'm supposed to be receiving for all of this. So I will catch you guys probably when I'm like packing or something. So it's still the same day, it is September 6th, and I DM'd Up Next Designer, which if you don't know is like a really big famous account for upcoming fashion designers. The guy who runs it, Albert, is just so cool, and he's just constantly like giving opportunities, shouting people out, and is just known to like make connections and like help people kind of get started. And he put up a little poll asking if there were any like New York Fashion Week events like open to the public that people could attend to. So I DM'd him and I was like, hey, like I'm having a show for 7 sustainable designers, here are the tickets, and he reposted me, and we've actually gotten a couple sales since then, which is so exciting. So I definitely think that tickets will sell out by the show day. I'm like not worried about it at all. We are at 104 out of 120, and I might be able to add a couple more tickets at the very end. Not worried about that at all. It's been a very slow progression of ticket sales because the very first day I think we only sold like 20-ish, which really scared me just because the algorithms were not good for any of us, and like it felt like nobody was seeing our posts. But slowly but surely, you know, you keep posting, you keep going at it, and now we're at 104 or something like that. So I'm so excited, slowly getting there. But yeah, thought I'd give that little update because that is literally insane. It is September 8th. We are 2 days away from leaving and it is time to start packing. So I've started laying some things out on the bed behind me, as you can see. Obviously I can't fit everything into my carry-on, but I'm like terrified about bringing like a checked-in bag because the airports have been ridiculous lately and things have been getting like lost all over the place. But I find some sort of comfort in knowing that at least I have a direct flight from LA to New York, which means less likely of a chance of it getting lost. I feel like it usually gets lost whenever you have like layovers. So I'm gonna get to the airport ridiculously early, check my bag in and be good to go. But that being said, I'm gonna be putting all of my actual collection into my carry-on so I can make sure I have that with me. So if anything else gets lost, at least I still have that. So I have the whole collection kind of prepped. I have one more pair of pants that I'm finishing up, which is this same pant set. I have 2 different tops for it, so I'm gonna have it walk down the runway twice. One time being high-waisted and the other time being low-waisted with its respective top. So I'm finishing up that pant right now. I just have to do the hem of it, but I needed to take a break because it is so hot when you're working around like machines and ironing things down, plus the heat wave and no AC. I'm just like dying, so I was like, I need to take a break. That being said, we're gonna pack. So we've got the first greenish set, which, disclaimer, I've been told that this looks brown, and like I get it, it looks brown on camera. I think right now it doesn't look as brown. There's times where it looks really brown and sometimes where it looks more green, and in person it feels more like a goldeny green color. There's that. Then I've got the last minute dress that I made, quite literally finished it today. I've got the gray Diana dress. I have 2 sizes of it. I have a medium for the model who's gonna actually wear it down the runway, and I have an extra small for myself in case I want to wear it or in case I end up wearing it for the e-commerce shoot or something, because I am also doing an e-commerce shoot now on Sunday before the show because I want to get that all prepped, because unfortunately due to a family emergency I will be going straight to Spain after New York, so I won't have time to do the e-commerce shoot and launch right after New York like I had originally planned. So I wanted to schedule that in now so that I could have it prepped and just like get it done whenever I have the time to. So that being said, bringing you 2 of these. Then I've got the striped pant and top set. I'm also bringing like a black bra for it in case the model doesn't have it. I also have my black bathing suit under here, just in case. Obviously she can bring her own, but just in case. Then we have the white little dress, which is so cute. Next, our big finale piece. She's giant. I'm gonna have to somehow find a way to push this down. I really hope the hotel has a good iron because this is gonna need a good ironing. Like, steaming works, but some fabrics really do need a good press as well on top of like steaming. Like I feel like steaming is like the last finishing touches, but sometimes you really do need just like a really good press. Trying to not fold this down like too much, but enough for it to at least fit on the like little zippered side here. So there goes pretty much the entire collection. I also will be putting the little VIP wristbands in there. They look like this. They say NTA X New York Fashion Week 2022 VIP. That's upside down. There you go. I made the mistake of putting one on the other day and didn't realize like once you put them on you have to cut them off. The inside of these little like thingies that you push back are made in a way so that you can't like take it off and put it back on to keep it on. So I will be having to tell people that so that they don't put it on too tight. But we got these. I do also have these face makeup bags for the model so that their makeup doesn't transfer onto any of the pieces. So we'll also be putting these in here. I went ahead and washed them because they smelled kind of funny and I did not appreciate it. I think that the models wouldn't either, so got them all washed up. I think I have like 6 of these, but I think that's at least enough for all the models that we have, at least like per lineup. And I'm sure some pieces won't need to be like put over the face. I'm sure like for lingerie stuff it's gonna be like tied to the back, so not everybody's gonna need it there. And I don't know if you have like wider necklines or whatever, but wanted to have them just in case, so they're right here. I am also bringing a bunch of business cards because I'm also doing a pop-up after my show on the 13th, so I just wanted to bring a bunch. I'm also bringing my little like respectfully F Fast Fashion stickers to put into the goodie bags of the VIP guests. So I will be bringing both of those. And then I also need to pack all of the little VIP bags, and I'm wondering if those are gonna fit in here or not, but I would like to try to get them in there. I believe I have 65 VIP guests. I had 45 tickets initially that I sold. Somebody just requested a refund because they're sick, so I refunded them, and then I just like let it stay at 44 instead of 45 because I had one of my friends that's in New York reach out about the show, and I was like, oh my god, just come, so I just basically gave her that ticket. So that being said, the rest of those tickets, like the 20-some tickets after that, are like influencers and guests that were like invited to the show. So yeah, total of 65 VIP guests. So I need to count these out and get 65 of these. These are branded. I put my little stamp on them, so super cute, but it's just a basic brown bag. I have no clue if these are gonna fit. They're probably definitely not gonna fit in my carry-on unless I really squish them down, but I don't really know. I'm gonna have to find the other box with the rest of them because that was the entire box that I had sitting out right here. I'm gonna have to find the rest of them. I know I do have more of them, but they're definitely probably not gonna fit in here, but I wanna make them fit. Like maybe I can at least get like a good amount like tucked in here. Show you guys what's going on down here. So I got a good amount of them in here. I'm just gonna need to put in the green pants when they're done and the top that goes with it in here. Make sure that really gets in there, and I might be able to stuff this a little bit more because I feel like it's always deceiving. I always just like sit on it and usually I can close it. It shouldn't be too bad. I feel good about being able to at least fit like the big dress in here and all the other pieces and little trinkets and stuff that I need. But I'm gonna need to get the big suitcase out here soon as well to get that situated. So I literally forgot that the suitcase I was using doesn't match my big suitcase, and I have a different suitcase set that does match, so I switched things over so that I would have matching suitcases. Anyway, show you guys what we're dealing with. This is what we've got. I repacked the small one here, and I think this one's actually maybe the tiniest bit bigger, or maybe I just packed it better and it is a little more roomy. We have this one, and then we've got the big one, which as of right now I packed the rest of the little bags in here, and I have a couple outfits for myself that I've picked out already. I haven't figured out all my outfits yet because I feel like everybody goes to New York Fashion Week to show off their outfits and like walk around the streets and whatnot. But like realistically, I'm working most of the days that I'm gonna be there, so I need to be like comfortable, and I'm not gonna be like walking around getting like my picture taken in Soho. Like I'm literally gonna be like doing fittings and doing a photo shoot and just like needing to be like genuinely comfortable while I'm doing my job. So my side of New York Fashion Week is not as glamorous as all the other influencers that are going, but I think I prefer mine anyway. I also need to pack these, which are my garment bags, so that I can transport all of my pieces safely and cleanly throughout the city. Realistically, due to the amount of stuff I have, I'll probably be taking taxis or Ubers mostly, just because I have so much stuff and I literally cannot carry it by myself. And because, like I said, we kind of have a family emergency, my parents are no longer able to attend the show and they won't be there like they were originally going to. They'll both be in Spain, so I have less hands than I originally thought I was gonna have. So that being said, I'm gonna have to like call people up to help me because it's way too much stuff to carry around by myself. But that's all I've got for now. I need to figure out the rest of my personal outfits, and then we'll start kind of figuring out the rest. Putting in all the stuff for the pop-ups as well. All the pre-made items that I have, we'll probably put them in here too, and we should be good. But I need to plan my outfits first and make sure I have that in check before I forget that. So it is officially Friday morning, and I'm going to start the morning off by signing off all of these little notes that I'm going to be putting in the VIP bags. I think I shared them earlier. I don't know if it was in this vlog or a different one, but I wrote, "Thank you so much for coming to the first NTA times New York Fashion Week show. This has been a dream for me, and I'm so grateful you're here to be a part of it. On behalf of myself and all the other designers, I want to thank you for choosing to support small, independent, sustainable brands that may feel that as individuals we can't create much change. I can guarantee you that your presence here tonight is one step forward in the right direction. Thank you again for being here. I hope you enjoy the show." So I want to sign all of these so that they feel a little bit more personalized. I always love putting my actual twist on it, so writing thank you on all of them. So we're gonna do that real quick, and then we'll finish up actually packing everything, making sure everything is in check. We'll make a little checklist, go over it a million times, make sure everything is good. But yeah, I'm feeling good about it. I cannot believe we're leaving tomorrow, literally like super early in the morning. My flight's at 6, so I probably have to be at the airport by like 3-ish or so, because I want to get there with like plenty of time to make sure my baggage makes it in, because I do have to check it in, so I want to make sure there's plenty of time. So yeah, and I'm sure the airport might be busy because a lot of people are probably flying from LA to New York this weekend, although I guess most people probably are flying out tonight. But either way, we've got lots of work to do. So So I got all of these signed and they're ready to go. I also found the rest of the brown bags that I needed. So I have all the 65 of them that I need for the VIP guests. And then I'm adding a few extra ones for the pop-ups in case anything sells. So I have those ready to go as well. And then I also packed up the rebrand lip balms. So those are ready to go. I counted them out and we are perfect on that. I need to figure out what I'm taking for the pop-up and get that also packed up. And then I still need to figure out my actual outfits for while I'm there. And since I'm also going to Spain right after that, I need to pack for that as well and be mindful of what I'm taking. So I just have a lot to like think about and make sure I have. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack all of these things up for the pop-ups. I actually ended up selling one of these, so I do actually need to package this up and go to the post office to drop this off. And I also sold the one Diana dress that I had already pre-made. So we've got a couple less pieces than last time, which is a good thing. Obviously I just didn't have time to make more, but I feel like this is sufficient. And I had somebody tell me that I should just do like pre-orders on the spot for my next collection, which I think I'm just gonna do that. Like if somebody sees something on the runway and they want to buy it after the show, like they can just go ahead and like pay for it, and then it'll be in the works as soon as I'm able to come back and start it. So I think that's gonna be an option for that, just to make my life easier and to not feel stressed out about like having to pre-make things, because it is kind of stressful to pre-make things and obviously I just don't have the time to right now. But I would like to be able to sell the new collection too, since that's what I'm showcasing, and all of this is a little more, you know, spring summer. I do need to finalize prices for everything though. I need to like go through my like calculating process for all of this, because the spring collection of this year I did go by my like usual formula, and then for the summer collection I kind of just like eyeballed it based on the other stuff. And I feel like I need to get back to actually like writing it on paper to make sure I'm actually making what I need to be making on it and not just like selling myself short, because I tend to do that, because I'm always like, I actually do the formula and I'm like, oh, this is really expensive, and I'm like, maybe I'll just take it down a few like dollars or whatever to make it look better. But it's like, I can't be doing this myself, because this is why I end up running myself to the ground every time, because I don't make enough from all of this if I keep doing that. So that being said, I need to keep myself accountable and actually go through with it. I think that by the time I come back, if all of this stuff like hasn't sold, which I don't think everything will sell necessarily, I'm probably gonna do like a bit of a sale just to get it out, because it has been sitting here for a while. And not that I care that it sits here, but obviously my space is now a lot more limited, so I would like to be able to make space and make room for things. So like some of these things have really been sitting here for like a year at this point, like all these last patchwork tanks I have and stuff, and I feel like I don't even like promo them, so most people probably don't even realize that I have them in the store, because they're way at the bottom and I just like don't really mention it too much. I've only promoted like all the newer stuff, so I hope they sell either at my show or the pop-up that I'm doing the next day, or if not, on the sale online afterwards, so you can get them into your hands and out of mine. And obviously if it like doesn't sell for whatever reason, I'll repurpose it in some sort of way. Like I'm not gonna like throw away inventory, but it would be nice to get it into your hands obviously and make sure it gets a good home. I'm gonna finish taking all of these down and we'll package them up and see what the next thing is. So I've been packing my actual clothes and it's almost pretty much like packed, like full. I really hope it's not like over the weight limit, but we're gonna have to test that. But I took a little lunch break and I went to check my email and one of my models just canceled on me. So I don't think this one specifically is gonna be too bad of a cancellation, because I believe it was only me and Tracy that were gonna use her. So it doesn't affect too many of us, and I guess we'll just have to have one more model like do a couple more rounds for both of us. So I printed out my little chart of my models and just kind of had a list of who's using who, just so I could get a good idea of how the fitting should go and who we should prioritize. So we're gonna do the guys first, since they each have one look. One is for Estudio Orgánico and the other one's for Rimpo Moda. We're just gonna do those so that they can fit it, make sure it's good, and then they can leave and don't have to like stand around for too long. And then there's a couple models that are also just like only for 2 of us or 3 of us, but then there's some that are doing like a whole lot more. So, you know, just trying to balance it out. But anyway, so now we gotta cross her out and figure it out. I'm gonna have to text Tracy to let her know, and then I'll just look at my line sheet and see what I can do and who I can sub in. I think I know who I'm gonna sub in personally, but we're gonna have to see with Tracy because she's doing lingerie, so we have to make sure the models are okay with that, and some of them obviously aren't necessarily comfortable with that, which is totally fine. I wouldn't be either, so we just need to make sure that like one of our models that she isn't using is comfortable enough to do something for her. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna switch my line up here. This is a little upsetting. I really hope that no other model does this to me, because I know weirdly like models are known to do this. I had to like switch on you like very last minute. Just very unfortunate, and this is the third model I've had do this to me. The other two were a little bit earlier on, so it's easier to kind of adjust, but now we're like 3 days out, so it's a little bit harder to adjust. We are doing our best, and I really hope that nobody else cancels on me. I just like, I know I could probably find somebody last minute, but that's just so stressful, and I don't want to put myself through that or the other designers through that. But like I said, at least only me and Tracy were using this specific model, so I don't feel like it's gonna affect us too much, but I need a texture so that she knows. Anyway, I will catch you guys with whatever I do next. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. So I'm too lazy to get my tripod right now, and you're sitting on the ledge of my window, and these are my little like whatever these are called, blind thingies, but don't mind that. I just went to Starbucks really quick to get myself a drink. I actually just had to go drop off a package to the post office, and I just stopped by Starbucks afterwards. It's like right there, and it felt so nice to feel some AC. I am literally sweating. I've been like chronically sweating for like a week straight. It is 99 degrees out right now, and I don't have AC, so we are cooking in here, to say the least. And you know, I usually wouldn't like mind it that much, but I have never felt this amount of like heat exhaustion in my entire life. Like, I am emotionally drained, I'm so stressed out, and this heat is not helping anything, because like I don't want to try on outfits to figure out my outfits, because I don't want to be all sweaty, and like it's gross to like be putting things on and off, and everything is just like slower because it's so freaking hot. That being said, we're doing our checklist of everything that I need. I want to just run through it all before I finish packing it. So my list currently, I need to pack my tripods because those are important, my laptop, my iPad, all my chargers, both my cameras, my passport because I'm going to Spain right after, wallet. I need a purse. I always forget to bring a purse because I always have like my backpack with all my stuff, but I always forget to like pack a purse for when I'm actually like out and about. Hard drives, that's all I've got so far, because everything else is already packed. Actually, just kidding, I need to pack this little thingy, which is my square reader, headphones, very important. I'm gonna put paperwork because I have my lists and stuff here that I need. I packed all the pop-up stuff already. I put my tote bags in there too, which was the last thing I was missing, and scrunchies. So those are in there. All my bags are in there, like little shopping bags, whatever. My whole collection's in there, so we're good with that. I packed 7 hangers to at least have for my actual collection, because I just don't know if the hotel would have that many hangers, and I'm gonna try to pack a few more if I can, but they kind of are bulky and fill up a lot of space, so I don't know how realistic it is for me to get them in there. So I might just have to ask like Yana or Tracy to bring some, because obviously they live there, so they'll probably have more available. I need to bring a little sewing kit just in case. I need to pack my makeup because I always forget that too, because I never wear makeup, but I need to be presentable. I need to bring my hair products too. Always forget that too, like my curler, my like wax that I use to like keep my hair back, because I don't like using gel because I don't like my hair to be stiff, so I use called a wax of some sort, and it just like pulls your hair back nicely without it being like crunchy, which I really like. So anyway, that is important because I'm probably gonna be slicking my hair back quite a bit. I think that's it from stuff that I haven't packed yet, because everything else is already packed. I packed also my outfit for the runway show, which I hadn't packed yet. I almost forgot that, but I made myself a dress, which I don't think you guys are gonna see that in this series because that's gonna be part of a different collaboration I'm actually doing, but I wanted to wear it because it's so cute and I think you guys are gonna love it regardless. So you'll see the behind the scenes of that soon, but I got that. I got my shoes. I picked out all my outfits that I'm wearing, and I think we're good. I packed socks, underwear, bras, all that stuff that also kind of goes like forgotten, and pajamas, because I always also almost forget them. So I think we're good. I think that is what I need. I'll keep thinking on this today to make sure I don't really forget anything, but that's where I'm at with it. I feel good. Yeah, but I still feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't think I am. I think it's just like that lingering feeling, because I always feel that. But that's what I got. I'll catch you guys in a little bit if I ever cool down from this heat.